Boeing has landed a big deal with Saudi Arabia. The aerospace giant securing 787 orders from Saudi Arabian Airlines and Riyadh Air. Yahoo Finance's executive editor Brian Sozzi has the latest, and you had a chance to talk to them also. For a second, I thought it was 787, but yes. No, it's 787.
It's a 787.
But yes. Talk us through the details of this order and why it's important.
Yeah, just off the phone with Boeing CEO David Calhoun, talking a little bit about this deal, which he's telling Yahoo Finance is significant. He says it could lead to the creation of 160,000 jobs over time as they build these planes. Overall, total order book between Riyadh and the other Saudi airline involved in this deal up to 121 787s. Total value based on the listing price of one Boeing plane at about $340 billion, $40 billion, or about $340 million. So total value overall, almost $40 billion over the lifetime of this deal. And in addition, I'm sure you talked about today as well the warnings from a United Airlines. Delta came out here this morning, backed its guidance. Calhoun telling Yahoo Finance that demand is strong and significant right here. And you go back to what Boeing reported coming out of the fourth quarter, backlog, commercial airplane backlog, over 4,500 planes. So maybe there's something to it.
And Saz, can I direct everybody's attention to the Wi-Fi Interactive, where I have a 5-year chart on Boeing right now, and this will include the high, the absolute high, all-time high before the 737 MAX troubles. A little technical analysis says we're just kind of breaking out of this downtrend here. Is the worst behind them with respect, and the 737 MAX problems were compounded by problems with the 787 and deliveries and clearing FAA hurdles. Is this in the rearview mirror, do you think, for the company?
Well, I remember covering Boeing under former CEO Dennis Muhlenberg, and in the early part of that chart, you can see he was very focused on cranking out more planes, driving the stock price up via very aggressive stock buybacks, and we see how that ultimately ended for the company. I think Calhoun continues to try to turn around the company, but it really hinges, guys, on the supply chain. Can they get the parts they need to start delivering those 4,500 airplanes? Just my sense coming off this call, it remains a work in progress, but again, telling us that demand is strong.
Well, and not just supply chain, but obviously the attention has been on quality control.
Yes, absolutely.
At the plane maker as well. That was the source of their issues. And, over the past couple of years, it felt like it was really fits and starts. It did not necessarily feel like that they had their hands around the issue. There were still a couple of reports coming out with some issues on that front. So
yeah, they do have more work to do. And then, of course, the other angle to this, of course, is U.S.-Saudi relations. And just in the time we were able to spend with them, said the working together, it seemed to all come together and work. There was cooperation. But again, that's, a lot more here. Different discussion for a different day.
Yeah, and oil prices are not volatile, so not too much controversy there at least. Thank you for that, Brian Sozzi.